Just wait a second. Double jukes mean big time players making big time plays. Baltimore Ravens have won an insane amount of games recently in a row, and they are now 9-2 on the year. And this week we are facing the Kansas City Chiefs, who are a paltry 5-6. Isaiah is still killing it. He's moved his rushing yards per game from 112 to 116. Again, he still needs 125 yards per game to hit 2,000 yards in the year. So today he needs a historic effort. Could he break the rushing record or have something just over 200 yards? Either one of those will help him out big, but breaking that rushing record would look kind of nice. Now, because Isaiah has been killing it, we're going to be able to upgrade him not once, but twice today. So we're going one time for elusive back, and the second one we'll be obviously spending on power back because he has shown so much recently that he's killing it there. So +1 to acceleration, awareness, carrying, and elusiveness, and +2 to break tackle. So he's now a 90 overall with a +2 morale boost. The other part we're going to go to, again, is power back, making him a 91 overall. So truthfully, he's an 89, but we'll take it for what it's worth. +1 to ball carrier vision, break tackle, carrying, and trucking. Young fella's ready to go. And to give you guys an idea of where Isaiah sits in the entire NFL in terms of total rushing yards and touchdowns, right now he is first with 1,280 yards in the season. Again, as I told you, averaging 116 yards per game. From a touchdown perspective, David Johnson is ahead of him. He's also tied with Alvin Kamara, and then you have Chris Carson, Cam Newton. Wow, Cam Newton has 10? Kind of incredible. Mark Ingram also there with 10. So we need to get Mark Ingram up out of the end zone to make sure that the only guy going into the end zone for the Baltimore Ravens is Isaiah King Jr. And with that being mentioned, no pressure, but Isaiah is not first, not second, not third, but he is currently 4th on the MVP voting list. I think if he has a couple big games to close out the year, he'd find himself in the top 2 and not number 2. So we're heading back to Baltimore again today, but this one is going to be a day game, not a night game. The night game was kind of crazy. Isaiah ran over every single person on that field. He showed that the wrecking ball really might be the biggest cheat code in all of Madden, at least for a running back perspective. But I am a little worried that Mark Ingram is getting as many touchdowns as he wanted. A lot of you guys have told me in the comments down below in the past 2 videos, you thought Isaiah would hit 20 rushing touchdowns or so. Him being at 12 right now, you got to imagine he would have a whole lot more if they stopped giving Mark Ingram the ball at the red zone. But you know what? It is what it is. Let the young fella eat and make sure he comes out today, getting the ball in the red zone and dominating as he gets in the end zone. Not once, not twice. I'm trying to see him go in there 3 times today. Now, don't get it twisted. Even though the Chiefs are not a very good team in terms of a record, they still have an offense that puts up a ton of points. They already have 7, and we've got to go ahead and match them quick. Isaiah's first carry is a pretty solid one, but this one is not looking as good. So we're going to go ahead and audible really quickly. We'll pass play here on 2nd and 5. Lamar Jackson finds Nelson Aguilar across the middle, and he's going to hold on to that one. A run that worked out pretty well, and a pass that definitely worked out pretty well. We've got 1st and 10 from the 41. And the ball off to Isaiah. Can't really find a seam to run into, and he doesn't go very far at all. One thing we have seen from Isaiah, though, is that when he gets out to the edge on the outside runs, he's been pretty lethal. We're going to try it here. Isaiah looking for some blocking, and number 78, Orlando Brown Jr. What are you doing? After seeing some of these single worst blocking we've seen all season from this Ravens offensive line, here we are in 3rd down and 13 yards, trying to make something happen. Isaiah's running wild. Lamar is as well. Lamar is going to fumble, and that is not good news, as this one is going to be picked up. But good news, Isaiah has been practicing his tackling, and he wraps up Tyrann Mathieu at the 32-yard line. Now, the only bright news to come out of that is that the Chiefs are not going to be able to do anything. They turn it over, and we have the rock. We wanted to run it to the right, excuse me, to the left, but Lamar says no, and we got wrapped up ASAP. It was Tyrann Mathieu into the tackle when it looks like he wanted to get Isaiah back for tackling him and not letting him get a touchdown. So on 2nd and 11, we're not going to abandon the running game just yet. Isaiah says, let me run, let me be free, as he picks up almost 10. Remember, Isaiah was talking big things before the game, saying maybe, just maybe, he could get, somewhere close to the rushing record today after almost breaking it in the previous one. And, well, that should be a 1st down, but he's got a lot of work to do today. So apparently the referees hate us as they did not give us that 1st down. It was 4th and inches, which we were not able to go for. And, well, here we are looking for Isaiah to make something big happen. He says, hold on, buddy. Just wait a second. Double jukes mean big time players making big time plays. You know what? You don't go for a 4th down. You punt it. You let them score. Let them get their hopes up and let Isaiah go 74 yards to the house. Well, that run was incredible. But our defense has been the complete opposite of incredible. They gave up another touchdown to make it 21-7. Isaiah looking to get something going here. Tries to get out to the edge, jukes, and he's going to get wrapped up by number 24 at the 43-yard line. 1:20 left in the game. Ball goes out to the edge. A one-handed grab by Willie Snead. Excuse me? I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I had no idea Willie Snead could even do one-handed grabs. We'll take that though. 2nd and 2. Isaiah in a receiver. This ball goes out to the edge. Mark Andrews has it and has no idea where the first down marker is as he's shy of it. So with 30-some seconds left, it's 3rd down and 1. If we can get a first down here, we'll definitely use our timeouts, but we don't let them, or we don't want them to get an opportunity to get a first down. Andrews, get out of bounds! Or just do that. We'll take it though. 35-yard line. Use our first timeout. Plenty of time still left here in the first half. Big opportunity here again. Andrews has been money in terms of running his routes. Ball on a comeback route is going to be caught by Hollywood Brown, and he will use our 2nd timeout now. Lamar Jackson looks way more comfortable in today's game than he has in the previous past couple. He has not thrown it really well in the past couple of episodes, but now, dude is absolutely slinging it. Isaiah with a great block. This ball goes to Hayden Hurst, who is going to get out of bounds at the 2-yard line with 1 timeout left. You already know what time it is. With Isaiah running so well, we got to give the ball to him after multiple pass plays. He's hungry here. 2-yard line, 15 seconds left. Halfback toss. Isaiah cuts it up and says, excuse me, don't touch me. I got places to go and places to be. Isaiah's first half had kind of a slow start, but had an electric finish. He ended up with 2 rushing touchdowns, about 87 yards. Again, plenty of yards to go if he wants to get close to that rushing record, but I'm happy with how he's performing so far. Well, halfback run here. Isaiah's got 1 guy to beat and says, excuse me. Lay down real quick. It's kind of incredible to see a guy that has been primarily an elusive back turn into being a power back now. I mean, the way he's hitting people left and right is just, it makes no sense. He has 1 guy to beat, but he can't get past his own offensive lineman. Still gets a big first down though. Wait a second though. All of a sudden, Isaiah's got his superstar ability. This X Factor ability is now activated. He's gonna find some room, and he's going to not get tackled for a loss, but barely gets those 2 yards. The Ravens are sitting a little bit too heavy on the run, so we've got to mix it up and throw a pass in there a time or two. Lamar Jackson, and using that play action, been pretty stellar with it. He's got a guy deep. He's gonna throw it up here, and this one is going to be caught by Nelson Aguilar. No Nelson Aguilar slander allowed. The big opportunity here. Single high safety. They got double guys on the outside to the right. 1st and goal from the 5. Throw halfback toss. Isaiah says, let me get out here real quick. Goes for the stiff arm. It doesn't quite work. Good effort though. It's a big opportunity. We want to go forward, running up the middle. We have a chance to lose our X Factor ability because we could get tackled for a loss here. But Isaiah says, excuse me. I said I was getting at least not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns. The young fella is on the board again, scoring every single touchdown for this Ravens team. And just like that, this game, assuming the extra point goes in, it's all tied up. The best news we've received all day, despite the Chiefs having 350 total yards, that they only got a field goal on this drive. Isaiah says, hold up, buddy. I'm coming for more yards. 138 so far on the ground. 1st and 10 here for Lamar. Isaiah stays back in protection. This ball is thrown. It's a dot to Willie Snead, and well, he set that ball free. 2nd and 10. Still Isaiah rocking that X Factor. Great seal block there. Isaiah through the middle, and he gets decimated by whoever the heck that was. We haven't really let Lamar get too involved in the rushing game, so we're going to go with the read option. The 47-yard line. 3rd quarter's winding down. Lamar's going to keep that one. He's got plenty of room. Lamar, keep it going. Young fella, just hold on to it whatever you do, and he does. The Chiefs have really been unable to stop the rushing game so far, and it shows. It's the one reason we've gotten back in the game, but the problem is we chew a lot of clock when we have to run the ball this much. 2nd down and 8. 30 seconds left here in the 3rd. Back to the play action. Watching the blitz coming off the edge. Lamar is too fast, too furious. Call that man Vin Diesel, Paul Walker, whatever you need. He's down to the 11. You have a guy that dynamic, it makes it pretty impossible to stop any facet of your game. Back here to the run. Isaiah wants touchdown number 4. He says, excuse me, I'm carrying everybody into the end zone. Get on my back, team. The Baltimore Ravens had the lead with Isaiah having 4 rushing touchdowns, and we still have a quarter to go. But just when we were feeling good, the Chiefs now have over 400 yards total offense. They have a 31-28 lead, and we're just out here trying to make something happen. Isaiah with the slowest spin move of all time, but it's positive, and we'll take it. Again, a 3-point lead right now for Kansas City. Lamar back at shotgun with Isaiah to his left. Isaiah's been a big role in the passing game today, and he keeps throwing it to him. Isaiah didn't even want that one, had no idea it was coming. However, we're going to go ahead and design a passing play for Isaiah to let him go out in the open field. Again, that X factor is still there, so we got to go ahead and make the most of it. Isaiah's trying his best to get by, and he somehow gets past the first down marker. With how this drive is going and with how their offense has been, we want to take a little bit of time off of the clock because I'm feeling pretty optimistic about how this is moving. Isaiah, again, leaves the guy in his dust as he picks up more yards. From the 42, as you can tell, the Chiefs are stacking the box. They do not want Isaiah to touch the football and go for any positive yards. And the blocking has been stellar. Isaiah spins out of a tackle, and he's down at the 36-yard line. Been running the ball a ton up the middle, but we're trying to let Isaiah get out to the outside and run free for a few. The halfback toss, the blocking's there. Isaiah's following now, and just like that, the young fella, excuse me, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5 rushing touchdowns today. The Chiefs continue to put up insane numbers. 500 total yards for them today. And Isaiah, mind you, on that last touchdown, now has 5 rushing touchdowns in one game, tying him with a small list of people that have ever done that. One more, and he breaks the record. First and 10 again, 41-yard line. The Chiefs are playing a little bit of pass-heavy defense. Halfback toss looks good. Isaiah cuts back up the middle, and unfortunately, that one's not good at all. That play was a bit of a gamble because if it doesn't work out, all of a sudden, things get a little bit messy. So 2nd and 12 now. Balls across the middle. Isaiah tries to play a little bit of a block there for it, but we only get to the 46. This is the biggest play of the game right now for the Baltimore Ravens. Down 3, 2 minutes left. You got all of your timeouts. You need a first down here. So we can draw up a little bit of a play here for Isaiah. The man is out here running wild. He says, I'm going to get down to the 40-yard line and keep us alive here. First and 10, minute 35 left. Lamar back a shotgun. Trying to be quick with it here. Isaiah's open. He calls for it. Lamar says, excuse me, I'm going to run it my own. Don't fumble, big fella. That's all that we ask right now. Running it here is incredibly risky, but we got a feeling the Chiefs are not expecting it. Well, halfback toss to Isaiah. Got some moves, and Isaiah's going to do it. 6 rushing touchdowns in one game. No one has ever done it before. Gale Sayers did 6, but not all rushing. Isaiah has put on a masterful performance. We have all of our timeouts. Can our defense hold on to the lead? That is the question that everybody wants to know, but the blocks there were incredible. The running vision, immaculate, and all of a sudden, Isaiah is in the history books by himself. Kansas City ends up giving the ball back to Baltimore. With a minute left, they have all of the timeouts. This game is not over. We've got to do something big. We got to get at least a first down here. If not, we're kicking a field goal and hoping for the best. After a quick little pass, they were playing so far back off, we had to go ahead and try it. 2nd and 7. Isaiah up the middle gets swallowed up almost immediately at the line. So from the 27, 3rd down, 7 yards to go. If we get a field goal, it does make it a 7-point game, but that field goal feels pretty automatic with our kicker. But hold on, Isaiah has got the first down. This game is a wrap. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Andy Reid, gotta be mad because your run defense was non-existent today. Recap of the stats. Patrick Mahomes went off today. 30 for 37, 338 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Lamar Jackson, 13 of 15, 168. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but he was laser precise. On the ground, Darius Storick for the Chiefs went 24 for 97 with 1 touchdown, but Isaiah had a record-setting performance. Did he break the single-game rushing record for most yards in a game? He did not. But did he have more rushing touchdowns in a single game than any player in NFL history? He absolutely did. Tyreek Hill had himself a day as well, 9 for 120, but the big story was he got injured, and I think that's what really helped us stop them on defense. Travis Kelce had not 1, not 2, 3 touchdowns through the air today. And you can see the rest of the stats here. Isaiah had 4 for 58, but nobody else really stood out. We were pretty much middle of the road from our receiving core. 5 rushing touchdowns has been the most rushing touchdowns in a single game since Jim Brown set it all the way back in 1959. To think that 60 years later, here's Isaiah doing it for the Baltimore Ravens, a team that once was the Cleveland Browns when they originally moved to Baltimore. It's crazy to think about. It is impressive. Isaiah is humbled by that achievement. But while that's cool, while that's great, all that is for naught if we don't walk out of this season with a Super Bowl ring. So Isaiah's laser focused. He knows what he really wants this year is a Super Bowl trophy at the end of his season.